Hey there, friends. I hope all of you are having a super cool Tuesday. I've got a couple new Traveler's Notebook style flow journals to go into the shop today. So let's take a look at these babies. This is, you know what? I think I have just a little more, just a little bit more of a Halloween-ish kind of fabric. I'm don't have any more of this. Definitely don't have any more of the Jack Skellington over here. So these will be the only two journals that are like this that are going to go in the shop. I have put a bead spine on these books. Now you can tell that this is a rounded spine, y'all. It is not a block spine. And I have two signatures in these books, and that gives you 4 pockets of fun to play with. I really do like this cover. It's kind of crazy. Off-kilter fun, you know, very Halloween-ish. So let's take a look. And people ask me a lot of times about a wrap binding. You know, why do I prefer a wrap binding? So I thought I would just show you very quickly why I prefer a wrap binding when I make journals and books and things like that. Let's suppose that on a crafty day, you want to do something with this purple cardstock right here. So you'll take that cardstock out. You might use elements from the book to create a piece. The cool thing is that you saw me lift it out of the book, and then when we are done with it, we can slide it right back into the book. I think that this encourages your creativity. It encourages you to shift things in and out of your books, to put things new in the book, because it's such a simple process. So let's take a look here. We do have our 3x3 mini books. We have art trading cards. We have art trading coin blanks in this book. What we don't have are our creative cluster kits and our story starters. This is a pared down version, like I said, of a Big Mama journal. So we're calling this a Little Mama journal, but still lots of fun things to play with. We have fabric, we have encyclopedia pages, we have sewing pages, we have vintage text, as well as just lots of fun cardstock. Now we did do like a mini cluster here, so you have a lot of things to play with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things here, 8, 9 items to play with just in that page. I really love this. This is from a vintage book about about computers. A little bit, I am into doing mixed media collages. So this is just a recent mixed media collage that I did. You might find a couple of chippy bits of, inspiration, but not a lot of that in these journals. I thought that this little cluster came together really well. Chris uses 80/20 bronze guitar strings, these earthwood strings on his acoustic guitar, and he just ordered some and changed strings on his guitar, and I was like, oh. And oddly, I mean, this is my guy. I didn't even have to ask. He just put these on my desk. He just knows what I'm going to like. He knows what I'm going to use. He knows what you guys like. We have some fabric here. This is a 1957 phone book. I just love I love the font here. I love the decor possibilities with something like this. So just tons of fun to play with. A pocket full of things to create with. We've got fabric, we've got Halloween, got little Halloween pieces back here, another little Halloween cluster right here, pumpkins. I love the gold on that pumpkin is just really pretty, and then you've got this black piece here that has gold pumpkins as well. Pumpkins here. My friend has cats, and she gives me all of her kitty cat boxes for us to use for art trading cards and things like that, and as substrates and that sort of thing. Look at that kitty. Such a pretty kitty. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Gotta love that, right? Love these little Tommy Toe tomatoes. So you've got lots of illustrations. You've got You've got clusters to play with. A super fun journal, you know, if you're thinking of giving someone something for Halloween, something crafty, something to interact with. I think that is the cool nature of a book like this, because it is not static. It is changeable. It is ever-changing. It is something for you to interact with, to do, to write upon. You've got all these sheets that you can write on. You can do it as a memory journal, you know, maybe a memory of 2020, which has kind of been just a year of change and challenge, you know, kind of, you know, that whole Halloween theme that we have going on here. And then we have a brag closure and a stretchy string right here. And you can see that she's still a chunky baby. Now let's take a look at Jack Skellington. I don't have any more Jack Skellington fabric left because my pal Jack wanted me to make him a Jack Skellington book last year, so I did that for him. He is 9 this year. Man, he's growing up. But he loves his Jack Skellington book, and he uses it like a flow journal. He still reads it. He still uses it. So we've got a cool little bead spine here. Let's take a look at what we have inside this book. It says it's spooky season. I dig the eyeballs over here. They're so cute. We got a pocket full of fun right here for you. A little pirate ship that says Spirit. Writing paper. You know, you'll find elements from the different books that I've been using. Look at that. Doesn't that just play nicely together? The books are less curated, but when you flip here, it's like curation is kind of part of my creative process. So you're always going to find like curated pieces anyway. It's like I can't help it. It just happens. This is some owl fabric right here. So you can use that to cover pieces. I'm fond of using fabric to make art trading cards. I think that a fabric bit on an art trading card is really fun. Another fabric bit for you. A little ghosty there. I like the way that whole little set plays out right here. You could definitely make a greeting card out of something like that. These are collections of old National Geographic maps. Food imagery, because that's just always fun. Remember, you've got pages that you can pull out. This is a book about astronavigation. Pull out and read and learn something new. I like the way all of the grays play together so nicely here. And gray is, you know, gray is a Halloween thing. It says Happy Halloween. We've got some skulls there. So you can use this as a, you know, a journal to create some greeting cards if you want. Lots of fun there. And this is a map. And I thought that, you know, when we think of maps, we think of oceans, we think of travel, we think of captains. So Chris loves Captain Crunch. So I'm you know, using what I have and definitely doing the recycle thing. It's a good thing to recycle. More skeletons, you know, and then you have like a dichotomy, you know, we have this skeleton and spooky imagery that is paired with something light and feminine. There's a butterfly under here. Because that's kind of the world, isn't it? Light and dark, good and bad, yes and no, yin and yang. Kind of all makes sense. And we have more pumpkin pieces right here for you to play with. Okay, guys, these are going in the shop today. They are $25. I've got a $5.80 shipping price tag on these. They cost more than $5.80. I'm probably going to change that just a wee bit because that's not working at the post office. They're still heavy, and I think that is they aren't quite as bulky as our regular 5x7 Big Mama Flow journals, but the Little Mama journals are still heavy because there's just lots of stuff to play with in there. Thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. See you soon.